Alright, so today we're going to be installing Ubuntu desktop here into our virtual environment as virtual machine. So the first step we'll take is go ahead and select new, and we will name this Ubuntu desktop. And everything is, the type is Linux and version is 32-bit, which is fine. We will select next, and we will look at the memory size and RAM. That's fine. We'll go ahead and create the virtual hard disk now with the VDI, and we will leave this to be dynamically allocated. And 8 GB is fine, so let's go ahead and create that. Okay, so now that it has been created, we'll go into the settings. First thing we'll look at is network. We want to change the attached network adapter to internal. And with storage, the next thing we need to look at is going to be right here. We'll need to attach the ISO image, which is going to be Ubuntu desktop ISO. And we'll select OK. And the first thing that we'll do now is go ahead and power it up. Okay, so now we are at the install screen, the welcome screen. We'll go ahead and install Ubuntu. Okay, now we have some notifications here for the best results. Everything is compatible, we're fine. And we'll go ahead and select continue. We will go ahead and install now because this is a clean install. And here's some information about our disk that we're going to be writing to and the partitions, and we'll just go ahead and continue as it is. It's asking us where we are, and we are in North Carolina. In the keyboard layout, we can go ahead and select US, English. Go ahead and type in my name. And the computer's name will be my name, VirtualBox. Here's my username. I'll choose a password. That's simple. And confirm that password, and go ahead and continue. And now we're going to start the process of copying files, and it may take a few minutes. Anytime we need to make a decision, we will definitely make sure to show that, and anytime that we need to change something or confirm something as well, we will be able to show that. Otherwise, we will edit this for content. Okay, so now that all the files have been copied over, we're taking the next step, which is going ahead and installing the system. Okay, so the installation has been completed, and we're being prompted to restart the computer. But what I'm going to do before that is, for one thing, I'm going to start pfSense, which is our router, in the background, so that we'll be able to make our internet and network connections there. We'll go ahead and boot that up. Okay, and so while that's happening, what we'll do here before we restart is go into the devices and the optical drives, and we will remove the ISO image from the virtual drive, so that when it does restart the computer, we'll be doing so from the hard disk that we just created rather than the ISO image that we installed with. Okay, so we are at the login screen. I'll be prompted for the password that I created during the installation process, which I'll go ahead and enter in now. Let me see if I can get this right this time. Absolutely. Alright, so the default is DHCP, but what we want to do is assign these all manually. So the first thing we need to do is add the address that we want for this machine. The IP address that we want is going to be 172.16.0.40. That's going to be in our network, the pfSense router, and all these other machines. So the network mask, we put 255.255.255.0. Our gateway needs to point back to our pfSense router, when that's going to be 172.16.0.1. And we'll come down to DNS servers, and what we need to do here is go ahead and type in Google server, which is 8.8.8.8. And we want to look at these routes down here, the IPv4 address routes, and we can see that this information is correct that we've set up, and we'll go ahead and click OK, and down here we'll save all these settings. Okay, so we can close this window out now, and up at the top it shows us that we are connected to the network, and we'll go ahead and open up a Firefox browser to see and make sure to verify that we have internet connection through this desktop. And as you can see, here we go, we're at Google. Right here we have internet access, and we also have network access, all running through our pfSense router. Now if we wanted to show some numbers here, we'll go ahead up to the networks, and we will show the network connection information. And our network information is right here. You can see that we have configured all of this statically, which matches our network that we have created here in the VirtualBox machine. So that pretty much covers every topic that we need to do here, which was install Ubuntu desktop as a virtual machine and then connect it to our internal network through our pfSense router, and then ensure that we have network connectivity and can access the internet.